going on, folks, and welcome back to Beans to Greens. Today is season 1, episode 19 of our Seed to Smoke series, where we're growing the Trainwrecks. The gals are about 7 weeks into flower, and we'll take a peek at them. We're getting towards the end of flower at this point, so we're going to be checking trichomes today through the microscope, and I'll also have some close-ups of what we're seeing through the microscope that I'll pop up on the screen. So just to kind of show you what we're looking for towards the end of flower and understanding when to harvest. So why don't we jump on into it? But before we do, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and set up for notifications so you don't miss any new content, as we are going to have a bunch of new content coming up and some new grows and things like that. So make sure you're subbed up and set up for notifications. Also, in the comments below, let me know what y'all have growing on inside your gardens. I always love to find out. And if you don't have anything growing on, what are you smoking on? So let's hop into it. All right, folks, we are back here in the flower tent. As you can tell, the Trainwreck is fading out pretty hard. Starting to see some, tons of yellowing, but starting to get some reds and purples coming out. The buds are looking nice, obviously heavy, they're flopping over. That's the whole purpose of the second trellis net, is just to hold the buds for when they get too heavy for the plant so they're not flopping over. But yeah, they're looking really nice. They stacked up great. Even the lower buds and stuff like that are still pretty big. Nice little golf balls. One thing I noticed as the plants are just starting to kind of foxtail a little bit. We are 7 weeks into flower, going into the 8th. So I think these things are going to be kind of finishing up here shortly. And if you notice here, I dim the light down to 80% just to give it a little bit less intense light to promote it to not, foxtail as much. It might anyhow. I know that when I ran the LSDs in the back here the last time, they foxtailed late in flower though. So as you could tell, those are really starting to fade out now as well. So the Trainwreck was a little bit ahead of it, and it could just be that it's in the 15-gallon pot. So we'll run this again at some point in the 25-gallon pots like I got the LSDs in now, but you can see that those are starting to fade out. This one just faded out a little bit earlier. But the bud structure is really nice. I mean, look at the size of these things. All nice buds. So, yeah, plant's looking really well. I'm doing nothing but water. I have been doing compost teas once a week for the past 3 weeks. And I'm not going to do one this final week. I took some trichome shots on these buds, so I'll throw those in here so we could kind of take a look at those. But let me see if I could zoom in on the buds. I mean, they do have a lot of trichomes on them, pretty dense with the trichomes. Zoom in on some of these here. But yeah, they look nice. Overall, I'm happy with it. I think we could get better results next time now running these. But the smells that I'm getting off these plants now, oh my God, it's beautiful. It's like sticking your nose in a bag of Skittles. And one of the things that's kind of developed, like one of the aromas, is now I'm getting a lot more fuel on the back end of that Skittles. You get that nice citrusy, fruity, bright up front. A little bit of fuel, and then you just get gas. So really nice. Yeah, that's the update. Like I said, throw some trichome shots on here. I'll tell you that the trichomes right now are mostly cloudy. We still got some clear and very few amber. So we're going to let it go like I said, another week we'll be checking the trichomes just throughout the week, because I'll tell you, these things can change over a couple of days, especially once you're starting to get late into flower. So we'll be checking them every 2 to 3 days. And my anticipation is that we will be harvesting probably next week. So we'll keep an eye. But the thing that you're looking for is, it doesn't matter what the pistils look like. It doesn't matter what the buds look like. It doesn't matter what the leaves look like. You want to harvest going off of trichomes, and it's the color of the trichomes. So you want to make sure that the majority of your trichomes are cloudy. That's when they're at their peak potency in terms of THC. And once the trichomes start turning amber, they degrade a little bit into CBN. But so you want to make sure that they have majority cloudy with some amber. The amber, that really depends on your personal preference. The more amber, the more relaxed and couch locked your high is going to be. Whereas the more cloudy, you're going to get a little bit more more of a head high, a little bit more of an energetic high. So I prefer, the majority of the trichomes to be cloudy with, maybe, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 20% amber, I would call it. That seems to be my sweet spot with all the strains that I like to grow. So, all right. We'll see you guys back here next week. All right, folks. So that's it for today's video. Season 1, episode 19 of our Seed to Smoke series, where we're growing Trainwrecks. And the gals are definitely getting close to the end of flower, so we're getting excited for Chop Day. That's going to be coming up here soon. And I just wanted to thank everybody for subscribing to the channel, all the likes, all the comments. I really appreciate all the love and the support with the channel. It's been growing a lot, and it's because of all of you. So I really just wanted to say thank you. We've been, able to get into some different opportunities because of the channel growing, and because of that, we're going to have some different content, some different grows. The garden is expanding. So thank you all so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. But, make sure you're still smashing that like button and commenting and subbed up, and also set up forward notifications so you're not missing any of this new content that is going to be coming up. But until next time, let's keep growing together.